Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a bit of a different video for you today. I'm going to be sharing with you a paranormal experience. I have had so many paranormal experiences throughout my life, and I would love to start a series here on my channel where I share them all with you. I am a big believer in the paranormal and it's a passion of mine, so I'd love to start doing more videos about that kind of thing. So if that's something you guys would like to see, then please let me know in the comment section down below. So the first story I'm going to be sharing is about a haunted puppet doll that we had at our old house. So this story begins back when I used to live in Singapore, where I lived with my family for 5 years and went to school. So one Christmas, our family flew over down from Australia to come visit my oma and my grandpa, my mum's parents. With them, they bought her a gift, and this gift was a traditional Indonesian puppet doll. I'll try and insert a picture here for you guys so you get a better idea of what I'm talking about. But these are a traditional wooden puppet that are made in Indonesia, and the Indonesian name for this puppet is Wayang Golek. I hope that's correct. Please, any Indonesians that are watching, feel free to correct me. So this wasn't just any ordinary doll, no. This was the most frightening looking doll I have ever seen in my life. It was very tall and thin, and it had little sticks from its hand that if you touched would move and make a knocking sound. And it had these really scary red eyes and sharp nose and almost like a demon looking face. They looked very, very scary. And this one was massive. So my mum was absolutely in love with this puppet because it was an antique and it is very special. So she put it up on one of our main display cabinets. And when we moved back to Australia, this had a very prominent position in our house right outside my room. So the paranormal activity really started to begin when we were back in Australia. So one thing you need to know about this puppet is that it is an antique. So this was bought from an antique store, so it had been previously owned, and it was quite old. I don't know how old, but it was a little bit weathered and torn, and my grandpa said that it was from an antique store. So this doll would have had a previous history that we know nothing about, but I sense it was quite a sinister one based on the activity that followed. So all of the paranormal activity started to begin back in Australia when we moved to our new house in Box Hill. So as I said, it was displayed on a cabinet right outside my room. So every morning and every night when I went to go to the toilet, I had to walk past this doll. And I didn't really think much of it at first. Yes, it was creepy, but I tried to forget that it was there. So after about 1 to 2 years of living in this new house, I started to notice some strange sounds going on at night. It was a very subtle tapping, knocking sound, and I had absolutely no idea what it was. So every time I did hear this sound, I went out to see what was going on. We did have a dog, but he slept with my mum, and he's an old man, so he didn't make any noise like that. We didn't have any bugs or any other pets, so I didn't know what could have made this sound. So one night when I heard this tapping sound, I went outside to go investigate, and I saw the doll. So when I went out to look at this doll, I noticed that the sticks that were hanging from each of its hand were swinging. Yeah, swinging. So basically, this sound had been made by that doll clicking together the sticks. When I realized that this was the source of all those creepy noises, I freaked out. I was so scared because this is a really creepy puppet doll moving in the middle of the night, clicking its sticks together. So creepy. So after this night, I did try to put it to the back of my head, say, no, that can't be it. You're going crazy. You're just imagining things. You're probably half asleep and seeing things. So I put it to the back of my mind. But it happened again and again and again, one night after the other. And it was getting loud. It was a sound that I could not ignore, and it only happened at night. So I went straight to my mum, who's not a big believer in the paranormal, but she has had some experiences. And she wasn't surprised. My mum's usually like, oh, I'm sure, you're just anxious. It's just all in your head. But no, she wasn't surprised. She said that this doll had creeped her out as well. She hadn't exactly heard or seen anything or heard that sound at night, but it did still freak her out. So what we did is we got the doll and we put it in the garage. But we didn't just stop there. My mum decapitated this doll, literally took it apart limb from limb and buried it in our garage so that we never had to see it again. Keep in mind, this was one of her favorite items in the house. It was a beautiful, very expensive antique doll. And immediately after I told her what had happened and she'd had previous reservations about it, she just got rid of the doll completely. So that was a big relief. I didn't hear anything else after we put the doll back in the garage, thank God, but it still sticks with me. It was a very scary experience and I've never had any paranormal experience with inanimate objects or dolls or anything like that. So this was a first for me. I had seen ghosts and heard paranormal activity, but nothing like this, where an entity or a ghost or even a demon could be inhabiting an object. And there was something inside or attached to this doll. I'm certain of it. Not only did it look scary, but it moved and had a mind of its own. So I thought I'd share that with you guys because I've been waiting to share that one for a long time because it's freaked me out ever since it happened and I'm now quite scared of dolls. I don't think I could ever go to an antique store and get a doll after that experience because I'm way too traumatized by what happened. But if you'd like to hear more stories, especially the ones that I encountered when I lived in Southeast Asia, because I had so many paranormal experiences there, it's crazy, please let me know in the comment section down below and I'd love to share them with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye.